We are still in this in the topic of understanding and planning reports and proposal. So we are moving on. We're going to be discussing yet another two focus of this chapter. The first one is elaborating on primary research, and the second one is explaining how to plan proposals. Primary research. So what is primary research? Like we mentioned earlier on, primary research are basically via observation, interviews, or surveys. So I'm going to discuss two in here. The first one is conducting surveys. Conducting surveys, we set of questions first of all, and our questions are properly screened, and it has to be properly worded, because now we want to give it to our audience, and we want to make sure that they understand each and every one of the questions, so that we are not gonna waste time in redoing the question again. That can be quite costly, and yeah. So the basic purpose of conducting survey is to obtain representative sample. Now the next one is conducting interviews. Conducting interview is having to meet the audience face to face. We will ask questions, okay, and questions can be open-ended, it can be closed-ended, yeah. So open-ended, we may want to ask audience, like in your opinion, what do you think about this and that. Closed-ended, we normally start the question is what is the, when is the, when, what, and things like that. So the way we ask questions is very important when it comes to conducting interviews, because if you don't get the sequence right, audience may get confused, and when they confused, we may not get the right kind of information that's suitable to, not exactly suitable, but that is required. Yeah, so primary research basically, we're talking about conducting surveys and interview. The next one is on informational report. How do we organize informational reports and website content? So in this particular slide, we're going to be talking about organizing informational reports. So in here, there are 6 ways or 6 methods suggested to do this. The first one is comparison. Comparison basically is to show similarities and differences, or advantages or disadvantages between two elements. Yeah. The next one is importance. Importance, we want to build from the least to the most important, or to start with the most important and progress to the least important. So this is another way of organizing informational report. The next one is sequence. Sequence basically is a process, a procedure that can be arranged sequentially. Which one comes first? And the next one is chronology. Chronology is best used when we investigate a chain of events. So we organize the study according to what happened in January, let's say, example, what happened in January, what happened in February, and so on. So this is working in chronological order. The next one is geography. Well, if location is important, so the need to organize the study according to geography, perhaps by region of the world or areas of a city. Yeah. And the last one in here is category. If asked to review several distinct aspects of a subject, look at one category at a time, such as sales, profit, cost, yeah, or an investment. So one category at a time. So this way, we as the report is seen as quite rather organized. So this is the some suggested ways to organize your informational reports. Now, in organizing website content, these are special consideration, yeah, because now website is easily accessible and people tend to spend longer time on the internet, so therefore require special consideration. Web readers are demanding, yeah, they demand that, okay, because of the availability of information online is very versatile. We can easily get information, so they can be quite demanding. If I don't get information from this website, so why should I stay? I can move on and on and on. Yeah, so web readers are quite demanding. Reading online can be quite difficult. Well, basically because one, massive of information that websites offer links, yeah, that you can just click on a hyperlink and it leads us to another website and another set of information and things like that. So reading online can be quite difficult, and it gets us quite not quite focused at times because of the links that's provided. It's like never ending. The medium online is non-linear or multidimensional settings that are versatile. Often there is no beginning or ending. Again, we're talking about links after links after links. It leads us from one website to another. Yeah. So this is what it means when non-linear and multidimensional. And the last one in here is websites multi-purpose. Okay, a lot of websites, they're set up for not just one function but various functions. So this actually can be quite challenging because it may get audience not quite focused. Again, we're talking about often no beginning or no ending. Yeah, so it offers more than, if it performs more than one communication function, then sometimes this can be quite hectic because okay, I want a specific information, but now I'm getting a few information at the same time. Yeah, so it leaves us to decide whether you want to stick with the website or to move on and look for another more specific website that offers specific information. Now the next one is on planning proposal, how to plan proposal. Okay, now like what we discussed in the several slides before this, there are two types of proposal. One is internal and one is external. Now, internal proposals are normally requested by managers in the organization because they needed to decide, to make decisions. Therefore, they may require a proposal from the head of department or a manager. So these are internal proposals. Normally happens within the organization. The other one is external proposals, and normally this is requested by parties from outside the organization, like you mentioned in the earlier slide. It involves investments or purchases, and the need to get recommendation and suggestion. Yeah, so this is requested from parties outside of the organization. Therefore, they would require you to make recommendation. So there is going to be an analysis, and based on the analysis of the information that you've gotten, you need to make a recommendation. So this is external proposals. Now, in structuring proposals, okay, so there is a need to find out whether it's a solicited proposal unsolicited proposal. This can make a very huge difference in the way you prepare a proposal. Now, solicited proposals are both, it can be both internal or external. Yeah, audience request. So solicited proposals are often expected. It's request for proposal. Again, this can be this can require very strict instruction as to having deadlines. What are the budgets? What are the expected outcome? Yeah, so it's very specific. It's a request. It's requested by either internal or external audience. Unsolicited proposals, on the other hand, is unexpected. Okay, audience are not aware of this. So when audience are not aware of this, so normally you can use indirect approach, because unexpected is you know, the audience may not be ready to accept a proposal that's without concrete evidence. Yeah, so because it's unexpected. But then again, it's also it can be good in a way that is more flexible, because audience are not expecting that, okay, there's concrete evidence, so they can request for more evidence, and they can actually request for the proposal to be tailor-made for them. So in structuring a proposal, we need to be aware that, okay, what is the proposal? Is it solicited or is it not solicited? So with that, this concludes our discussion of topic 6 on understanding and planning reports and proposal.